Alright, so Drake and company have gained a level and are now level 2. Um, so, believe it or not, but I'm not actually going to continue leveling up with a monk. I'm actually going to put a level into paladin. And there's a reason I'm doing this. It's actually because of this right here, Divine Grace. So basically, not only would the Scaled Fist allow me to gain the benefit of using my Charisma for armor class bonus, but now that Charisma bonus is going to be for all of my saving throws. So it's going to make him very, very hardy. So the next couple levels are specifically going to be in Paladin, which is the reason I had to pick a deity at character creation. So only get a couple of skill points. So actually, I am going to need Knowledge Arcana for another class, a particular prestige class that I'm going to have Drake take, but I am instead going to put his skill points for this level into Perception and Persuasion, because those are the two skills I definitely want to have maxed out. I want him to be the best. Like, Perception is going to have him, like, noticing anything nearby, but I really like playing persuasive characters. I mean, in a tabletop game, like, you can be creative with what you can convince other people, but in this kind of game, it tends to open up a lot more quests, a lot more rewards, and stuff like that. So that's really all we're doing. Level 2's a bit more bare bones. Alright, so next we're going to level up Sylas. So Sylas goes into Paladin. Okay, so my auto level off is turned off. That's good. She's given Persuasion, Knowledge World, and Mobility. Actually, Mobility is good. I mean, she's wearing a lot of armor, so that's gonna negatively affect her, but it's good as a prerequisite for some other feats down the line. Let's keep the Knowledge World going. But I'm actually going to put a point into Trickery, because I don't I think, actually, no, I have Camellia. Yeah, and Camellia will always be able to do Trickery better. I think I'm going to put one into Perception, because every character should have good perception. That's just yeah, and now she's actually getting that bonus from her charisma to her reflex and or her saves in general. Don't mind me. We've been having some technical difficulties today, so. Alright, so next we're gonna level up Camellia. She tends to stay straight in the class she's in, the Shaman, Spirit Hunter. So they started out by giving her Trickery and Stealth. I haven't found Stealth to be very... I just haven't found it to be a very good skill, but I do want to keep Trickery up, especially, like, as you can see, much better at Trickery than Sylas. And I'm going to give her Perception as well, because that should not be overlooked. And now she's going to get a Shaman ability. So I think I tend to give her Battle Master, I believe. Because I tend to make her a very straightforward rapier style fighter. And now we've got Lan. Now Lan could very easily stay a monk Zen archer, and he's usually pretty good with that. However, I really like, especially because like he seems to be more based on faith than some of the other, like, I guess not. I mean, he's definitely not atheistic for whatever reason, but he's really good as a guy who like stays in the back. He does do some sniping, but can also buff people, and clerics can do that actually pretty well. But given that currently he's better as an unarmored style fighter, and clerics typically aren't. I'm going to give him the, I think it's the Ecclesiarch. Probably horribly mispronounced that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to give him that, and it does give him some interesting abilities, so that he can have, buff someone with Sacred bonus to attack rolls, ability checks, yada. And yeah, so yeah, I like the domains he's got here. I'm gonna keep him with perception because he's currently a god at that. And yeah, let's keep his athletics and mobility going for the time being. Of course, he's going to channel positive energy because he's already got a bright outlook. Let's see. Worry domain. This will actually be really handy for on his charisma, and I think charisma is actually not great for him. This might be, yeah, I think this will be better, the raw domain. That, and let's give him the war domain as well, I think. Alright. And now we've got a bunch of new spells and stuff for him to get into. And finally, Wendell. So, Wendell starting as a fighter, which actually isn't the, I guess, she probably could, stay a fighter, but it's not the best option for Wendell. She's actually really good as a cult leader. Interesting reasons, I guess, but she's got very, not only is this a better archetype specifically for her and the way she's already built, she can end up getting some sneak attacks, but it kind of makes sense in that if she stays with you as a follower, she gets kind of cult-like toward your main character. So definitely want to keep her with perception, but I'm actually not going to have her pursue lore nature. Definitely want, I'm gonna, put one in stealth and one in trickery, I think. And she'll get the ability to spontaneously inflict. And now she's got some domains. Give her, actually, strength, because strength is something that she seems to value more than anything else. And I'll also give her the trickery. This trickery will this kind of help keep enemies off of her. And there we got Wendell. And the last part of leveling up that's really important is to check the spellbook, because every time you level up, you get access to more spells, and you want to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a disadvantage when you rest and you don't have like as many spells as you need to, kind of at your leisure. So I want Camellia to be able to do one less. Go hard. That's saving throws on very specific things, and I know it's considered one of the better spells, but I would like it if she could summon a creature to help, and that's the only other spell level. But I've made Lan a cleric, which is going to be very helpful for him. Give him the ability to make his bow a magic bow. I'm going to give him Cure Light Wounds and Divine Favor. So he's going to be really good with that bow if he slapped both of these on himself. And now Wendell now has some spells. Everyone could use some cure. And I'm also going to give her Divine Favor as well. Alright, and that's leveling up your party to level 2.